That PewDiePie fake news report.
Oh, that was forever ago.
But what's the anchor's name?
I don't remember anymore.
It's like Gloria something.
Oh, that's my grandma's name.
Gloria
No
something.
What is Grandma?
Gloria? Then obviously my last name.
What is Grandma watching this week?
Well, she's probably watching Family Feud.
Okay.
Golf.
Okay.
She watches golf.
Baseball or football if that's on.
Damn, that's the widest shit I've heard all day.
What other game? Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
She doesn't watch Just Judy?
I don't know if that's she used to. I remember watching that a shit ton. What was the other the game with Bob Barker?
Wasn't that Jeopardy? No, I wasn't Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune?
Wheel of Fortune.
Well, that one. No, I was thinking the other one. Then it's the one where the contestants come on down. Price is Right.
Oh, Price is Right.
You've been selected for the Price is Right. I love that show. But
Never seen Price is Right.
No.
No.
I'm gonna put it on right now in the background, then we can just watch
Price
it.
is Right.
I'm sure that's on Hulu.
Oh, were you? Oh, you were the one who watched the documentary, right? On the guy who like memorized all the pricing algorithm for the prices, right?
Oh yeah.
So he could win every single time.
So he cheesed it?
Sure.
Kinda, yeah.
Did he
Well,
get disqualified?
No, he did it right because all he did was and if you watch The Price is Right, there's some stuff that doesn't make sense. It'll be like a box of light bulbs. How much do you think this is? And you're like, $4 or $5. It'd be like $15.
Yeah.
Or like $2. So it's like, it finds the cheapest, the most expensive, and then it just like averages, I think, everything out. And then somehow you get some weird number.
He made some like Excel algorithm or whatever's.
That's so much
And then
effort.
he memorized all of the outputs.
Fuck.
And then he went on the show and fucking just won shit.
You're telling me he can count cards if he wanted to in a Vegas casino?
I mean, it's possible. It's a lot harder to do now in a Vegas casino, though, I think. They made it more difficult.
Oh, they made it way more difficult.
Yeah, they made
With
it.
how, they cut the deck and they tell you, where you want it. It's like 90% of the deck could be gone. And they're like, okay. It's like, it's only $1 cards.
They also use, a lot more decks. They switch the decks out often.
They use, 4 decks
Yeah,
at a
they'll
time.
reshuffle, in between. They've come up with a lot of methods to not let you do that anymore.
Of course.
Because, people have already made money doing that, I guess.
They're like, damn it, we're losing money.
Damn it, we're making only a lot of money and not ridiculous amounts of money today.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
did you guys ever watch 21?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Okay.
With the teacher who's fucking teaching him how to fucking count cards.
Yeah.
A little ridiculous, but
I think it actually happened.
I enjoyed that movie.
I liked it.
I liked it.
Obviously, it's an over dramatization of events that actually did happen.
What? No, that's one for one.
Totally. No, I mean obviously, but it was
You
fun.
didn't read the manga, dude?
That's one for one.
All right. Welcome everybody to another episode of Toddy Rap, or that one time I reincarnated as a podcast.
No, we got rid of that part.
No, but that's what we
But it's the
still
whole
are.
fucking thing.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, sure, okay, we
You
put
can look-
reincarnated as a podcaster to shorten things.
Now
but
we just
we are
rap.
still.
Now we rap.
We are still.
I can't wait to put that in our hashtag and see if rap
Hashtag
outbeats
rap.
anything in rap category.
Imagine you're on YouTube and you search
Is
rap.
hashtag rap a thing? Isn't it all under hip hop now or anything anymore?
But it still wouldn't matter. We'd still be freaking buried. Because Toddy Rap, we finally got, if you type in Toddy Rap, you will get our channel. It's 3rd recommended, I think, right now.
Nice.
Ooh.
But if we type in rap, there ain't no way in hell we're going to make it.
So you see,
Page 50.
there is a method to the madness. The meme must live on.
So we're Toddy Rap. But
Nice.
sure, we're rap. And none of us can rap.
Or you can search Kabaddi. And,
Oh, yeah, Kabaddi, yeah.
and then you'll get to our channel that way.
For really?
Yeah, it's like the 3rd video.
Hell yeah!
Kabaddi.
Hell yeah.
We don't have 12 million views, but
No,
it's
it's like,
there.
But it's there.
it's like 12 million views, 6 million views, 5 million views, 50.
Yeah.
And obviously, we are your hosts. I am the Ed Boy.
I'm the Forest.
And I am the Bob.
The Bob?
The Bob.
The Bob.
He is
one
the
and
Bob,
only Bob.
the Bob, the Trump all Bobs.
I can believe
So
it.
is your life like the Jet Li movie, the one? Do you have to go around and kill all the Bobs? Did you kill Bob Barker?
I have to do it. There can only be one.
He's already dead.
Fuck.
That's why I said, did you kill Bob Barker?
Is it like what was that? The
wasn't
name
even
fighting
born.
thing?
The Josh
The
Wars?
Josh War.
like
You're
the
the Bob
Bob
War, but you actually killed the dude.
Yeah. You can keep the official.
Yeah.
The
It's like the
official
one,
name.
dude. You integrate yourself with all their powers. You become Bob.
Have you ever met your like doppelganger, or like seen it online or something?
I saw it in movies when I was younger.
Statistically, there's 4 of them
Yeah.
in the
4
world.
of them?
Statistically speaking, genetically,
Yeah.
you should have at least 4 doppelgangers
Dope.
in the world.
So if I fuck my doppelganger, am I masturbating or having sex?
I'm pretty sure it's a different person. So
I think
yeah,
that's
you're just having sex, dude.
Just having sex.
Okay. What happens if it's a clone of my doppelganger?
It's still sex because it's your doppelganger, not you.
What happens if it's me fucking my clone fucking the other doppelganger?
Wait.
Menage a trois.
What if your sister, if you had one,
Okay.
married a doppelganger of you? Would that still be like weird because it looks like her brother?
I might be.
And
Is
if they had a kid, would it look like you?
That's big brain thought. I never thought of that.
Maybe not. Maybe it was completely different.
Bro, that's
'Cause-
another story you have to
because there's latent genetics as well.
No,
you know?
I don't give a shit about it's all about looks.
Okay.
The genetics, who cares? We can't make a spicy story out of genetics.
Genetics doesn't dictate how you look, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, stupid. Get your idea out of here.
Totally.
I got my porn ideas. You
Totally.
take
Yeah.
yours own.
Okay, whatever's, mate.
I'm telling you.
Whatever floats your boat.
I'm gonna look up right now. It'll be like stepbrother genetics. Find that on porn.
You probably would. Probably would.
I'm kind of curious now.
This guy.
Anyway, today we're talking about
Deep fakes. I'm just kidding.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
talking about Christ and his cross.
Yeah. This book, or the character in this
I like
book.
how you're pointing higher.
Well, I was trying to like get above it, right there. And obviously, because of that, we're talking about this.
Dude, Belmont is
In the
not in
back.
Dracula.
No, but Dracula's
He
in Dracula.
is.
Dracula is in Dracula.
That's all you need.
Alucard's also in Dracula if you read it backwards. Or if you have dyslexia.
If he looks himself in the mirror, does he become Alucard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sees the younger version of him. Yep. Oh, so wait. Just to get on a tangent. Is Alucard, if he looks in the mirror, can he see himself because he's half vampire? Or can he only see, like, is it like this way, this way?
Oh, this is how that works, dude.
He has an opacity of 50%.
Yep.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
can, like, someone
Yeah,
see
you can
through
see
it?
through, yeah.
See, that's good. At least he'd be like, I can still see my hair.
Here's a fun little question. Where does the basis of that myth come from? That vampires can't see themselves in the mirror.
That's common knowledge, or like,
Sure, it's common knowledge.
does it come from the book?
No, it's not. I mean, this is just like historically speaking
I remember
why that would
hearing
be
it
the case.
probably, but I don't remember.
Are you telling me vampires are real?
No, but I mean the folklores existed for a lot longer than any literature has.
So they're real.
Sure, they were real to some people. That actually used to be a thing in Romania and around that area. When a person would die, they would literally like stake their body to the ground.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, when they're buried, and you can go to like cemeteries and stuff over there, and they'll have cages like over the graves and stuff like that.
Damn, that's hardcore, dude. Dude, what if vampires then are zombies now?
Ooh.
Like
But-
I Am Legend, like the movie.
No.
Yeah.
So the cage thing made no sense to me.
Nicolas Cage.
Does the cage go 6 feet under? Or is it just like a little thing on top?
It's just a little thing
Is
on
the
top.
case-
It's
So
a
you
stupid.
like-
It's a
you
stupid.
just fucking dig around it.
Well, they only
like,
thought it would go straight up, They weren't thinking about this,
Well, It's like water.
Think, Forrest, think.
It's
I'm
like,
just kidding.
yeah, that's what they obviously didn't do. It's like water. He's just like, I float through the dirt. And then he hits the cage.
I know,
he's
right?
Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, they weren't thinking about this at
And
all.
then they stab him through the
Dude,
cage.
what if they buried him? You know how they did that? What's the process to preserve the bodies in Egypt or whatever?
Embalming?
Yeah, what if they did that with like garlic oil? So they
Maybe.
would just
Ooh,
like
that's big brain play.
fucking
He comes back. He's like,
And they
what
instantly
the fuck? Oh, dude, so I was watching this one video about... It was one of those where they ask ask a doctor.
Yeah.
They ask a mortician.
A mortician, yeah.
And it was like, oh, what they do with like the bodies and stuff. But I guess there's one thing I didn't know about that they puncture all your fucking organs. Like if you don't donate them,
Yeah.
they puncture them with like this fucking long spear to like pop,
Jesus?
Deflate them.
to deflate them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? Just go,
Well, like, because when you die, gases build up
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
lot of the
yeah.
air pockets and stuff, and that's some dangerous shit. So, they...
Yeah.
Blow.
Yep.
So they just literally pop your organs. I was like, what the
What the
fuck?
fuck?
I'm like, that's too much. But
That's
that's an
awesome.
interesting thing I read or listened to.
But like, back to it. Why the mirror thing?
I don't know.
Because silver was too expensive and they couldn't see the reflection.
That has to do with silver.
It does.
Mirrors
Well, mirrors are made-
used to be silver-backed.
Yeah.
So the idea, obviously, because silver being the pure metal that it is,
Why was it silver backed?
because
Because
that's
there's-
the only way they could do it.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
didn't have the technology to use other materials.
Yeah, and obviously in all those folklores, silver being... Because silver has like a sterilizing effect in itself.
Yeah.
So obviously that translates into the folklore and stuff. Anything involving like lycanthropy and stuff, or vampirism, silver's like the big...
Yeah.
Dude, imagine being the guy that found out about mirrors and he's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is
I can
this?
see my face.
You're like,
But
who's this
But
guy?
before he didn't know that's how he looked like. So
Yeah.
he wouldn't know that's him.
Well, I mean, you can always look like because they used to use reflective pools.
Yeah. I was gonna say that, but
Yeah.
I don't want to burst your bubble like
Damn
you did.
it.
You were about to say, you wanted to.
Okay, you gonna finish this mirror thing, or we're gonna be here for 12 hours?
No, I mean that's what all it is. They were silverback, so obviously the purities of silver
Yeah.
doesn't let an evil creature like a vampire see itself in it. Which begs the question: in the modern day, would a vampire see themselves in the mirror?
Well, then why are you able to see yourself in the mirror?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah,
Hmm.
makes no sense.
It's a good question. They're not silverbacked anymore.
But that's true.
Could they take a picture, like a selfie?
I don't know. Maybe.
Dude, have you ever thought about hunting a silverback to put silver on its back so you could get a silverbacked mirror?
If you have
the calculations.
if you have a lichen
Okay.
against a silverback, does he just have advantage over
Yes,
the
yes, totally.
instant advantage?
Well, only if he uses his back as an attack.
Like Princess Peach in Smash, just
Yeah,
Yep.
he uses the booty bump.
The booty bump.
Shit.
Instant like and death.
Someone should drive that movie.
No. It sounds like a shitty B movie that I'll watch, but I don't
Same.
want to
It's
deal
like
with.
Kong versus the werewolves.
Oof.
Wait, what?
Kong versus the world.
Yeah, he's based on a silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
I thought that was a real movie, like
No.
Kong versus the werewolf. I was
No.
like, what?
God, I guess something weird.
What is this shitty movie that I need to watch?
No.
Did you see the fucking thing that World of Ships or whatever? You know, World of Planes or whatever?
Yeah.
They have the ship thing too. I don't know if they have a different name for it.
Yeah.
They have King Kong versus Godzilla ship.
Oh, it's funny.
It's funny as shit because Godzilla's like hanging on, just looking, and then you got Kong and he's just standing there, and they look so fucking out of it. And you're like, what the fuck is this skin? It's so shitty.
That's funny. Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Just some random tangents to throw around.
But yeah,
I love Castlevania.
Castlevania was
Last
fucking great.
season.
I've liked all of it all the way through.
Castlevania's been
I
great.
think this season was my favorite.
But this season,
Yeah.
I'll argue that episode 8 and 9 of this season is probably some of the best animation I've seen.
This year.
Period.
In a while, in a long
Like it's like
yeah.
Attack on Titan quality.
Yeah, it's that that UFO table level of fucking animation.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was beautiful.
I think for me, it's season 4, then season 2, then season 3, then season 1.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
would agree. I would agree.
Yeah, because to me, season 1, obviously, you get the character building, and
Yeah.
then just you get to learn that the show holds no bars on animation.
Oh, yeah.
Of like, oh, that's like everyone's body parts in one scene.
Nice.
It's almost like we talked about it before, the one where everyone dies. Spoilers.
Devilman Crybaby.
Devilman Crybaby. Where it's
Spoiler
just,
alert.
just like, they just fucking just nuked everyone, and you're like, oh, that's fucked up and gory as shit.
Dude, have we ever put like a spoiler alert in our like description box?
No.
We probably should do this because we do that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think we even bother. It's in the fucking title.
Yeah.
You know, if you get spoiled, you know,
It's your
Sucks to be
fault.
you, loser.
Fucking nerd.
Ooh, fun times.
It's okay. We only spoil some things, you know, like everything.
Everything we watch.
Everything we watch.
See,
It's
we
an
ha-
honest review.
I tried not to. For some things.
Sure.
Yeah, totally.
Name
Sure.
2 things.
I think we saw something I tried not to say anything about, but I don't remember anymore. This
We spoiled all of them.
Okay,
Lots
we are going to
propaganda.
spoil Castlevania, but we're going to talk as much as we can without spoiling it. And then we're going to tell you everything. I know a lot of stuff I don't spoil is all the shows I watch. Like the random shit.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll tell you, like, snippets about
Yeah.
it, and I won't tell you what fully happens.
Yeah.
Because we got a few of those I think we talked about today, too.
No. Oh, I'll spoil them once I watch today. I mean, this week.
You can. I'll just go with it. If you spoil it, fuck it.
No one's gonna watch that shit.
Oh, the weird shit you guys watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, going back to
Castlevania.
this wonderful show, which I'm kind of sad it's over. I'm sad.
I'm kind of happy it's
Well,
over,
yeah.
because I don't want it to go, like,
50 seasons.
much farther.
The ending was okay.
Yeah, I want to skip that for now. We'll come back to that. 'Cause I was about to say something. I'm like, no, we'll talk about it later. But I'm kind of happy where it ended. It tied everything up and pretty well. I said the only issue I had was with the 2 ladies that just kind of said GG and left.
Ah, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, that's the end of your story?
They're just like,
But I guess they didn't really have much
We're
screen
fucked.
time in
No.
general. Like, they're not even on
they
there.
were introduced in 3 anyway,
Yeah,
and
they
they
were,
weren't
yeah.
like.
And they're like, here, they train our hordes, and then you see them a little bit, they almost die, and now they're gone. You're like, oh, okay, I guess that's a...
They're like, we're like, oh, we don't have any purpose now. Yeah, let's go habitate this other land.
Yeah.
And no one fucking is. Or were they gonna become like mercenaries?
There's more of that.
Like a traveling army?
Yeah.
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 That's basically
Just
what
working
they were.
for other vampires.
Nice.
But, I don't know. From the show, like, from the get-go, I pretty much liked all the characters. There's definitely a few in the show where they've changed pretty drastically.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say the...
Like Best Girl Lenora. Drastic
From
change.
season 3 to season 4, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was a big change. I felt that was kind of weird too, because in season 3 she was very demanding, and then she had nothing to do.
She was a bad bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And now in the newest season, she's just like, I got nothing to do. I talked to cool hammer dude. It's not Isaac we wanted to see.
Yeah, no. I mean, I kind of agree. So the thing is, like thinking about it, like thinking about season 3 now.
Yeah.
I feel like the seeds of what she is in this season is there, because she isn't really that imposing compared to the other 3.
No,
Yeah.
well, as she said, she's the
She's the diplomat, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, oh, since we're not doing any diplomatic things,
I
we're
got
just
nothing.
fucking nuking everyone.
Yeah.
I got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it is there.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it
she never was like.
But it drastically did
Yeah.
because it was like the end of 3 was her fucking dominating the dude,
Yeah.
like literally dominating
Yeah.
the dude. And the beginning of season 4 was like, oh no, I got nothing.
Yeah,
Like not even trying to dominate the dude. He was just like, whatever.
it's like you make that hammer.
Yeah, you do what you
You
want.
do what you
Yeah.
want.
I'll go complain to my sister, and then she'll tell me about how I'm gonna kill everyone, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, then again, too. Obviously, with a show like this, like the time spaces are always weird to take into account, and you never know what happens to a character in those time spaces.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
I mean that also helps in dramatization of.
I
certain
think it
things
was
as
6
well.
weeks is what I understood from the show.
Yeah, it's about like that 6 week space, and like I said,
Yeah.
like and who's to say, right? I mean, obviously. You always have characters in folklore and stuff that have flippant personalities anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's always it's like a weird area of what makes a character what they are, right?
Yeah.
Saint Germain changed pretty a little bit.
I don't think he did.
No, I think he was the same character. He got tangled up and
He
stuff.
got debated.
He
Yeah.
did get debated.
Because
No.
I felt like in season 3 he had that like playboy attitude. He
Yeah.
still had that, but he had a goal now to go do this one thing. Where in season 3 he had that one goal, but it wasn't imposing as much. Because it came episode? How many episodes were there now? 8,
It was
right?
like For what?
Season 3.
Season 3 was only 8 episodes.
I think it came out in like season 6 or episode 6 was when he first was like, "We gotta go to get this rift." Because I don't remember it being in the beginning.
No, he talks like it hints at it because he's trying to be all Heidi about why he's there and stuff like that.
I don't mean it was like in your face about.
No, it wasn't, and it wasn't until a little bit later on that he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to do this thing," right? Yeah. And that's when he helps them with the Eldritch Horror. But like so. And that's the thing with his character, too. It's like, it is the same character, you know, this person who's always wanted to go after this thing.
Yeah.
It just so happens that, you know, someone told him, hey, you got to do this thing to get this thing. And he's like, well, fuck.
So I felt like his character was pretty similar. He just kind of got fucked. Mm-hmm. Literally. He fucked that thing.
No, they fucked him.
That's true. That's true. Then somebody else fucked the other dude.
But then he saved the day. Spoilers.
Wow. We didn't even get like 10 minutes into this conversation.
He's like, look like the face of a person that cares.
Great. Look, they clicked away. Look at our numbers. They're going down.
It's horrible.
I know we're alive.
Ooh-wee. But yeah, I mean, I like where everything in this has gone. And I feel like it is a pretty clean ending to this arc of these characters.
It was okay. Yeah. I do feel like I do want to watch it all again. Because 3, there was a lot of storylines that were jumping around. Mm-hmm. And then when we went into 4, I forgot like probably half of them. And of course, you know, as the guys we are, we skipped the recap. Because, you know, we'll remember.
No, you skipped the recap.
Bob's like, oh no, the recap.
It was voted on. Do you not remember voting?
We didn't vote.
Yeah,
I mean, I remembered the stuff.
My vote was...
you also complained that we skipped the recap.
I know, I did, because I thought it was funny.
My vote counts as 3, and yours counts as halves, so...
That's racist.
No.
Cancelled.
I'm going to skip the next recap. Fuck you. I'm sure you've never seen. Skip.
Ooh, skip the recap.
But, I don't know. It said there's only a few story arcs I kind of forgot. Like, it said the twin... Or the lovers... And then I forgot kind of what happened to Saint Germain. Like I remember him walking into the portal, but I can't remember if they got out or not.
No,
because I remember
with him going into the portal.
Well, because they went in once, he came out right, and then he went back in for the second time.
Oh no, I think he only went once, and then he got lost forever.
I thought he went in the first time because he found out about it, and then he was able to get in, but it shunted him out. And the second time he used his magic to get fully in. And then it closed. And then
he didn't use his magic to get fully in. The fucking creature ripped it open.
Oh, yeah, he ripped it fully open.
Yeah, and they killed the creature, and he went in to close it with himself in it, yeah.
Because I do feel like he went in there once trying to figure it out. Because I remember...
He was trying to find his wife, right?
Yeah. Oh, because didn't he go in there all the time? I can't remember now.
No, because he was looking for a portal. Because he got shunted out after the wife got lost.
I remember that.
And that's why he had the gem.
But I thought he was able to go back in, but he kept looking and he couldn't find it.
I don't think he was able to go back in.
Okay.
He was just searching, and that's when he runs into Trevor and Sypha.
Okay.
He was looking for portals, right?
Yeah, he was looking for a portal.
And he found that one portal that the crazy fucking
the cult was,
were summoning. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were summoning some eldritch horror that wanted to resurrect Dracula.
Yeah. Spoilers?
Everyone
died. All the cold people died.
Of course they did.
In a lovely, beautiful explosion ways.
Yep,
it was beautiful. It was orgasmic.
Top tier.
But what happened in season 2? I don't remember.
Season 2 literally was just Castlevania 3.
Oh, yeah.
You had a fucking, what's his face? You had a Peter Stormare's vampire. Who got bitch slapped by Isaac?
Destroyed.
Yeah, because that's where Isaac and Hector are introduced. Is in season 2.
Isaac is so OP, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like they both are, but Isaac has that like fighting capability
that Hector doesn't have.
Yeah, dude. Hector's just like I summon shit.
Dude, Isaac is a JoJo character.
Isaac is a JoJo character.
He had a stand.
He got the stand and everything.
And his stand muda the fuck out of the one
the vampire.
The vampire.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
He's got claws and he's punching him. That must suck.
And like the shots with the face expression, I'm like
JoJo.
Oh, I do want to talk about that. This show blends in its animation really well. Like, it does use CG, obviously, in some of the fights. You can really see it. But there's so much explosions or fucking, like...
It's not distracting.
Yeah.
I feel like you do see stuff like that in a lot of like the higher budget shows. Obviously, there's been clips of like Vivi and stuff that have a little bit of like the camera.
Vivi, yeah.
Well, then again, like that's just Wit, right? That's just Wit Studio doing Wit Studio things. You see, obviously, Ufutable's a big example of that. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you guys haven't seen the Heaven's Feel movies.
Never.
But you haven't bought them.
Oh, the third one's out now. I'm gonna buy.
Wait until they're on sale.
Okay.
Are they on sale?
No, you gotta wait until you get the bundle.
Get all three all at once.
Nah, dude, pay $600 for them.
You can wait, get all three for $550. It'll be in one metal case.
He's gonna buy it, and then they're gonna release another.
Yeah, the special edition. But I mean, that's another one where you can really see the blends of CG and hand drawn animation like really well together in their fights, and you get a lot of that same feeling on the fights here in this show as well.
I was trying to see how much the budget was for the show, and I can't find it.
Oh, for this one, yeah, I don't think Netflix puts a lot of those.
I was hoping
numbers
it would,
down anyway,
but it doesn't look like it.
No. They're a bit tight-lipped on their numbers.
I can tell when they cancel half the shows they decide to watch. Mm-hmm. Fucking bastards.
like what?
Irregulars. Fucking. What was the other one I watched the other day?
Was Irregulars good?
I was like,
no.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, that's why I got canceled. That show.
Oh, it's probably a good show, but it wasn't my own. Like, I'm not the demographic. Because it was like that teenage, like...
Oh, it's a YA. It's like a CW show.
Yeah, it's a YA show. Because it was...
You would love it.
Kids that were fighting, like, monsters, but had, like, Sherlock Holmes and Watson.
I wouldn't like it.
Watson was gay and interesting. I don't like what they did with this character. And Sherlock Holmes was more like when he was, like, more drunk and crazy.
Okay.
Which is... it's
fine. That's normal.
So it's like a take on... Sherlock Holmes,
yeah.
but more natural,
very supernatural, very supernatural.
I wouldn't like it.
It's okay. I didn't like the kids was the issue.
Oh, like the main characters.
Yeah, I just like these guys are. There's like a 3-way like love thing. Like one of the guy was like the prince of all the fucking thing, and he's like fell in love with this fucking homeless girl, but the homeless girl is in love with this boxer, but then they fell in love and it was like they all hated each other. I'm like, fuck these guys. They're all assholes.
Traditional CW show.
Yeah, that's what I'm just like.
You ever watch Vampire Diaries?
Fuck no. Did you watch 2 seasons?
I watched a few seasons of it because my sister watched it.
Garbage.
I don't know, man. Nina Dobrev was a babe, so I can't really.
I can't deny that.
I'm not gonna sit through that to watch 10 minutes of her in like every episode.
She was the main character.
Did you watch Teen Wolf?
No.
I didn't watch that.
Thank God.
I just remember the vampire with just everything we said. It's another CW show in that same vein.
Anyway, they canceled this show too. It's very sad.
Oh, another. I was, all this like vampire media is just going through my head right now.
Sure.
Have any of you guys watched Penny Dreadful?
Oh no, I haven't. I started it. It was on Prime, right?
I don't think it's on Prime.
Was it not?
It was like an HBO show.
Oh, I was thinking of the Carnival one. Never mind.
No, that's Carnival Row.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Different.
Yeah, no.
That one looks good.
That's fairies. I started that one too. But
you never finished it.
I didn't finish it.
So it's not good.
He doesn't have time.
It's okay. Penny Dreadful's really good though.
Yeah, I heard about it. I remember. I don't know if it was you that told me, but I think I heard something on it. It's got that definitely same aesthetic.
Yeah, it's got the core.
But it's live action. Ew.
Without the anime fights.
Yeah. Ugh.
Damn.
Garbage.
Leads more into the horror element of it, I guess.
Yeah. I do remember seeing it. It's probably on Netflix somewhere. It's on a streaming service.
Yeah, Netflix or HBO. I don't remember. But Penny Dreadful is a good one. But it does cover a lot of like the same. Well, it goes more into kind of like the Dracula sort of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Penny Dreadfuls were from the Victorian age. They were cheap. They're basically They were basically light novels.
It's a cheap book that costs a penny.
And
it was scary.
They were cheap horror books.
So it made you dread.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They were called Penny Dreadfuls.
But anyway. You got anything else about these characters that were lovely?
I mean, it's just great. So obviously, when you go through like Castlevania 3 and stuff, I don't feel like you get a lot of like character.
I don't feel like you got any character building through any of the games.
Yeah. Not some of the newer games you can.
Oh yeah, but I'd say I'd argue from anything like PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
at the beginning, it's all just like Dracula. You killed Dracula.
It's like playing a Metroid game.
Yeah,
it's playing a Metroid game.
Except when you died, you didn't burst out as a hot chick.
He's not wrong.
You just died and respawned at your checkpoint and had to redo all the fucking shit you just did.
Yeah, basically.
So frustrating.
It is very frustrating.
Fuck those games.
It's very frustrating. But I mean, it's just cool to see, these characters given life and stuff like that from that game. Which I always thought was interesting that they picked Castlevania 3
I think it just
in
had the
general.
most characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of like going for either the Rondo of Blood into Symphony of the Night route or just fucking using Simon from Castlevania 1 and 2.
I'm surprised they didn't just do like season 1 with Simon, season 2 is fucking Belmont, the Alucard season 3.
And I mean, they did over the course of it have references to some of the other.
Oh, they've talked about
the other ones. For instance, the whip he has, the Morningstar whip, isn't really in the old games.
No.
In that form, that comes from a later game.
Yeah, because he just has the normal whip.
So this is really like a combination of stories.
Yeah, well, it's more like, so obviously the first games, they come out in their own weird chronology.
Yeah, sure.
And then later games, obviously, I mean, we see that even with the new Resident Evil, which you get into later. But they'll retcon stuff before and things like that, right? So this show kind of parses a lot of that together. Yeah. So it mentions characters that are in later games because the game happens, before. But
Yeah.
Stuff
Makes
like
sense.
that.
Yeah.
Like the Fast and Furious movies. Like Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
Was like way in the back, and then all the other movies come before it.
Yeah.
Even though it's the best movie.
Tokyo Drift is probably my favorite.
It is my favorite.
I don't want to go there, dude. We're gonna do our own fucking whatever. I almost said Final Fantasy podcast. We'll talk about Final Fantasy Fast 9 when it comes out.
Fast 9.
Whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this show was great. It was just a fun, very entertaining watch.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
And
Easily.
It is easily probably the best video game adaptation in any medium that isn't video game.
I'd probably say so. I can't think of any. Obviously, there's no live action stuff that's good besides Sonic.
It doesn't count because it's animation.
Yeah, I know. That's the only issue that's probably going to be out
If it
there.
was live action,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still an adaptation, right? You're taking something that had almost no story element other than what was in your instruction manual.
If we're going to make life easy, no one cares about TV shows. We're talking about movies.
Castlevania movie?
Ooh, if that was a thing. See, that's the issue. Because I would argue this is probably the best.
Yeah.
And then probably before that, most people would probably... what else adaptations or TV-fied? There's probably been tons.
I don't think there has been.
Yeah, from a game?
No.
Yeah, I'll look it up
Until
right now.
what? I think of the new Resident Evil.
The one
But
But
that's
those
on
became
Netflix.
movies. Oh, that's coming on
Yeah, the
Netflix
TV
now.
show.
Yeah. But those became movies. I mean, Mortal Kombat, Sonic, Mario Bros.
What a classic. They had a TV show, didn't they?
It was an animated one. There's an animated Legend of Zelda one too.
Ah, shit.
It's Mimi.
It looks memey.
It's very Mimi. Link speaks, and he's got like the bro douche voice.
Of course he does. I knew he was a bro dude.
It's like that douche
There's
bro
a lot.
voice. Is there a lot like within?
Crossfire, Defendants, Dragon Age, Redemption, Manic Mansion. Then you got the Mortal Kombat stuff.
No Mortal Kombat.
You had the Halo Forward Unto Dawn stuff.
Oh,
all
I forgot
the
about
Halo
that.
That was
stuff.
pretty good.
Those were decent.
I guess there was a Payday show.
This was a payday
Payday
show?
There's a Street Fighter shows, Far Cry show, Super Mario Brothers TV show,
Bullshit.
Twisted Metal,
I
which
knew
hasn't
that
come
one.
out yet.
Yeah.
There's tons of stuff that hasn't come out. I can name
No, I knew that.
because there's Vampire, sorry.
Yeah.
Twisted Metal, Last of Us,
I knew Last of Us.
Skull
Last
and
of Us will be
Bones,
live
Resident Evil,
Fuck The Last of
Final
Us. dude.
Fantasy.
That cast is ass.
Fallout, Child of Light, and Brothers in Arms have not come out.
Oh.
Brothers
All
of
to be
Arms?
dated. Yep.
I like that game.
Oh yeah, I
enjoyed
guess
it.
there's the new League of Legends.
And the new League of Legends.
Legend
You have the
thing.
Dota game
Yeah,
that
the
fucking
Dota one.
came
But
out.
I heard that one wasn't that great.
I put it on my list and I realized I don't want to play Dota, so I was like, get off.
I heard it wasn't that great anyway.
But I'd still argue, even from what I saw in there, this is probably the best adaptation.
It is. I just feel like it's the best video game adaptation that's out.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell it was made by people that really love the games, and we're just like.
Well, if you ever watch the interviews with who make it, you can tell that they're like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun."
Well, yeah, it's like they just really loved the setting. They really loved the characters, and they're just like, "Fuck it, we love anime crazy shit, so we're just gonna combine."
You could definitely see the like inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From other anime battle scenes. I'm like.
Oh yeah, you can see the. Well, I feel like as I said, between episode 8 and 9, you saw all the stops taken. You had the quick flash fights. You had the black and white fucking explosions. You had the super fireballs. You had the weird animation where it's like, here's his face, here's the other guy's face, here's the fist, here's the other guy's fist to the face, here's this, here's that. Just kind of like
also like
fluttered through shit. You're like, oh my god.
Episode 5 is that Isaac versus?
Oh, the Isaac versus Carmilla fight was great too.
Ooh, the top tier.
Spoilers. She nukes herself.
Whoa! I mean, the fight I don't feel like was that spoilery, but
no, I kind of like it in spoilers anyway.
She nukes herself.
She nukes herself. Yeah.
And I want to say some of the deaths that were pretty crazy in this, because you had her death. You had the main character, Belmont's death. You had, what's his name? Barney fucking, what do you call him?
No, Barney was death, right?
No, yes.
Yeah. Best boy.
No, but you had Varney, but you also had
the Russian, the Slavic guy.
The Slavic guy died. His death was pretty cool. I like the idea. I did think what they should have done was, because obviously his sword breaks. I thought they would have that double dagger, like he'd be fighting with that, and then he would like flip it, and the 4 things would come out, and the guy would fucking not expect that and get hit with it. But now he's just like 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. You're like, oh okay.
Dude, the scene with the fucking boomerang thing.
Oh,
like when it cut the homunculus in half.
Yeah.
Spoilers for the end.
We already spoiled the fucking end. They don't know where that is. Now they know it's in the end. It could have been anywhere.
They didn't know where the homunculus was.
Say?
It's a homunculus. Don't know what a fucking homunculus is.
Okay, sure. Who's gonna care that we're gonna say Dracula came back?
Whoa!
Because we're gonna go there anyway. You're gonna start talking about the homunculus and explain it anyway. Weren't you? Or you
no,
just gonna say,
I was gonna say it was dope.
Really, you were just gonna stop there?
Yeah, it was dope. It was. Just,
it
was a cool scene. It was just like that. The full cinematic was just cool.
I like the battles when they had to fight like 5 like vampire lords or
whatever. When they fought each other, basically.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, you don't fight each other. You know this. You fight the opposite. It's like playing rock, paper, scissors. Everyone throwing out fists at the same time and just punching each other. It's like, motherfucker. Someone's going to throw paper over
there. And they were
there.
somehow losing.
Well, most of them were human. I'd argue that a human versus a vampire.
Vampire has the advantage.
But then you have the Avatar.
Yeah. But she was fighting another Avatar.
Shit.
So, like, Charizard versus, like...
Black Charizard?
What? No.
Yeah, the shiny Charizard.
Yeah, I know. It's like Charizard versus fucking Charmeleon. Oh. It's like the same fight, but you're obviously at a disadvantage because he's stronger. And then it's like, oh, that guy's fucking Blastoise. Maybe he could beat the Charizard.
Big brain.
Yeah. But, I don't know. It said some of the death scenes were pretty out there. And definitely with... I think the best death had to be fucking...
the dog, you're right.
Well,
the dog was great.
I fucking forgot.
The dog was great.
Yeah, you'll spoiler. The dog dies. You don't even know what dog it is. You'll see him for half a second. You're like, oh, that's a cool dog.
That was great.
I think the Belmont fight scene at the end is probably the best.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the last episode of One Punch Man. First season.
Yeah, I could see that.
The visual style
and
and everything. It reminds me of that final fight in the first season of One Punch Man.
I see it, but not fully, because One Punch Man didn't give a shit. Belmont got
no. I mean not
visually.
I mean visually.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand what you meant.
I did like that. I think for me, I feel like the visuals of that one, but personally, I like the Isaac Carmilla fight.
Yeah, that's your favorite fight?
Yeah, that was my favorite fight.
I see that.
I feel it's more dynamic.
I put it as a 3 Number 2 is the other fight with all the vampire lords.
This was pretty good.
Yeah, mine.
No,
Of that one, I like that one, especially with the 2 like teleporting hammers or what the fuck.
Oh, that guy was dope.
Yeah.
Him
He's
and
some random
Alucard.
fucking guy. I wasn't even during the vampire fight.
That guy had a fucking cool ass fight scene.
I do like fucking Alucard's big brain though. He's like, he's gonna go back here.
Yeah.
But, what's your favorite fight scene? I guess.
Fuck, dude.
Since we got ours out there.
Oh, I do like the Isaac one, but no. I want to say. No.
I did like the first one where like the fucking Dark Souls armored girl.
Oh, that was
was
dope
a
too.
good
That was
fight
dope
scene.
too.
It's not replacing any of those things.
I don't know how to
No.
place it, but it's pretty good.
It was good.
It was really
I
good.
forgot about
It's
that
good.
scene.
I think the last one is my favorite though.
Yeah. The only issue with those scenes, I just felt like they were needed, but I just kept forgetting about those characters because they would show up for 2 seconds and then they were gone. And I'm like, who are they again? I do like the girl, the main girl. If you remember her name, Sypha. I do like how she
The Avatar, yeah.
the avatar, how she powered up throughout the thing is like fire and ice, electric.
Electricity.
Like, what?
She's overpowered.
They're all overpowered.
Of course. Well, you see Belmont with his fucking Spider-Man whip that he fucking...
He lost it, dude.
No one scene, you see them all flying, and he's like, quick. I'm like, what did he hook onto? They're outside.
It's like Spider-Man 2, the video game, all over again.
Oh, where he
love
shoots
that
the
game.
fucking
The
sky.
sky.
I always say that he's being followed by a helicopter, and he's just like, guy's like, fuck this guy.
Bro, that game was awesome for the PS2.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Better than the new one.
Oh, that's a
I
hot
haven't played
take.
the new one.
I heard the new one's really good.
Yeah, I heard
like
that
both
too.
of them.
Yeah,
Both, yeah. The PS4 and the Miles Morales one.
of course.
Yeah, are both super good.
So I would play him, but, that's too much time. Too much time sink.
I don't got 200 hours.
It's not
Because I
200,
think
it's
they're long
150.
games too.
150.
I think they're pretty long games.
They are long.
too.
Yeah. I think I watched a playthrough of
Well,
some of it, and he
The
was
first
like,
one is
which one?
the normal one
yeah,
because the Miles Morales one's short.
short.
It's short.
Yeah.
Short or
It's
shorter?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like...
It's DLC basically. Is what
Oh,
it was.
gotcha.
It was meant to showcase the PS5 engine
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
to showcase the ray tracing.
So I think if you bought the Miles Morales, it came with the original game
Uh-huh.
and that as your DLC.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
One day we'll get a PS5.
I,
Maybe in 2 Christmases, right?
I was reading an article about that. They said they'll be backstocked until next year.
Dude, that's when that was the
Chip
housing
shortages,
market. It's gonna go up again.
No, that's when it's gonna crash. Everyone's gonna have PS5s, but no
It's
houses.
those chip shortages, dude.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
Damn.
It's pretty bad.
Everything's so bad.
we're fucked. Fucked in this life.
In the next.
That's okay. We can buy an Xbox One. Oh wait, they're also short. Who would have thought?
Chip shortage, yay!
What about Switches?
They
were at the beginning
Yeah, but
because
that
everyone
was-
bought them
Yeah.
because of Animal Crossing.
No, that was like before that too.
Bro, I haven't touched that game in a year.
Dude, your house is gonna be on fire. They're gonna evict you. You have to
Dude.
get all your bells back.
Dude, probably all the villagers left the
Uh-huh.
island. Like, fuck this guy.
All the villagers left that game to go to Village.
Oh, speaking of which,
Yeah.
yeah, we
You-
should go into
Dude, I
that.
fucking love that game.
Resident Evil 8 is
It's so
good. And it also fits with the theme.
I
That's why I'm
would
like, it's
argue
perfect.
it's my
theme.
favorite game of the series.
Okay, good. I was gonna say favorite game of all time.
Nah.
Not real.
I still think 4 is my favorite. I do like 4 a lot.
For me, 4 was ruined by the end part.
The end part does suck a little
Yeah.
bit. The end
Well,
part
the
does
very beginning is really fucking
Oh, yeah.
strong.
I don't know.
Most of it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I'd argue 8, 7 are real good. I did like 2. I remember playing
2's
that
good.
a lot.
2's
It was
good.
really good.
Yeah.
I heard the remake of 2 is really good.
Yeah, I was watching. It looked really nice.
Yeah, it looks. I heard it's really good.
And then,
Shame is pretty short, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Fucking what, like 10 hours, basically.
If that.
Yeah.
No, I think most of them are that long. Because 7 took me, like about 10 hours to beat.
Yeah.
But I was playing it really slow.
Yeah. I feel like most Resident Evil games are good, like 10 to 15 hour type.
Yeah, they're
game.
not super long.
No.
But I feel like a lot of like action-ish story games like that are never super ridiculously long.
No, unless you get into like the weird
extras.
RPG stuff, or obviously DLC adds normally like. I'd argue DLCs are like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited to see what the DLC for this game will be.
I don't even know what it can be.
I don't know. Well, it's like the for 7 the DLC added a whole bunch of weird story stuff. And
Oh,
things like
it was standalone episodes?
Yeah.
I don't
like
even
levels?
remember 7's DLC.
one of them you played as Chris with the
Okay.
commandos, and you like broke into the house and stuff like that.
That one was free.
Was it?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that one was fun because you play as a special ops or
Yeah.
whatever. So you're gunned out, dude, up the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call of Duty versus zombies.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And it went more into like the mold weirdness in the
Yeah.
house and stuff like
Okay.
that.
And then the other ones were just like mini games, kinda.
There is another full one though.
Was there?
Yeah, I just don't remember what it was.
The most I remember is like you're trapped in a room, and then it's just more puzzle heavy.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And then you have that one with
But I
special ops.
but I know it did add like to the story and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Stuff that you wouldn't have gotten through just the main playthrough.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Especially leading into
Hey,
8. So
but yeah, I said from watching the game, I really like the look of it. I do wish it was longer.
Same.
Because
yeah.
I feel like it's either there's two things they could have done. Either elongate the areas
Yeah.
and had more just little story bits in between, or you cut a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
That map is really big.
The map's huge, but you
Yeah.
go through the map and
It goes. The longest
Really
part was the house, the mansion.
the first part.
The first part
Yeah.
is the longest.
I almost would feel like the last part in the
I think the factory's probably
Damn,
the
I'm
longest.
not barely there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the factory's,
The factory's
definitely the
pretty
longest.
long.
Fuck.
It's very long.
Because I don't, like the house, from what I noticed, is like an hour, like full through.
Yeah.
If you kind of clear everything, I'd say the factory is like an hour and a half.
Might be more depending on puzzles.
Maybe two.
And
Yeah,
stuff
matters
like
how
that.
stupid you are.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
So 4 or 5 hours, maybe.
But I do feel like that is the longest part.
Yeah. Just because I feel there's also a shit ton of enemies,
Of course.
Yeah.
but they're easy. They're like one shot and they don't die. So you know.
One shot.
I mean, there's some that you can just skip when you fuck this group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have all the monies.
They do have all the monies.
A shit ton of monies too.
I do it. I mean, this is neither here nor there, but like I love obviously the aesthetic going for the original gothic horror kind of monster things,
yeah.
and then being a Resident Evil game trying to explain them away.
Yeah. The goo. Don't forget about the goo.
The goo.
And the kudos or what the fuck it's called.
The
It's like the parasite looking.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes them into werewolves somehow.
In Romanian, that word means gift.
Cool.
Cadeau. That's what they're called.
That.
Cadeau. Yeah.
What I don't like is the inventory.
That's Resident Evil 4's inventory.
Actually, I'd argue. I think
It's
this.
too big.
I was about to say. I'd argue this is
Oh.
the best inventory that's ever
Yeah.
come out for the
It
game.
doesn't make me sweaty, dude. It doesn't mean like, okay, I gotta get rid of this. Because
Well,
all the main items don't go into your inventory.
Yeah, they
So
go
it's like,
somewhere else.
I don't have to be smart about it. I'm like,
Yeah, they
I
just
won't pick up
disappear.
everything. Fuck it.
well, I'd argue. I don't like this game how it does guns.
In what way?
You don't?
No, because there's too many.
There is too many.
There's
So,
a lot.
They're
like,
very easy to get to.
yeah. As like your first playthrough, you're like, oh, I'll upgrade this, and then you find another one, and then you're like, oh, okay. There's probably only two, so you can either sell the other one, 'cause,
Yeah.
you know, why not? You don't need the, or you need the extra space because your bag's
Yep.
way too big, so might as well get more space.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, oh, I'll upgrade the second one because most Resident Evil games, there's like, you have the shitty pistol, the good pistol, the shitty
Yep.
shotgun, the good shotgun,
Yeah.
the sniper, and then the bazooka or whatever, some type of grenade
And
launcher.
then the Magnum.
In the Magnum, yeah. But then it's like, oh, there's like 4 pistols, 3 shotguns, and you're like, what the fuck? I upgraded this so much for it to mean nothing.
But you get so much fucking money.
Yeah, but
They're so easy to buy.
at the end, trust me, there's gonna be like 3 guns that are coming out of nowhere,
Fuck.
and you can upgrade your other guns way farther than you think
Yep.
at the last boss battle.
It costs so fucking much to upgrade.
I think
Did you find the Magnum?
Yeah.
No.
the last Magnum upgrade's like 100,000
Yeah,
or
it's,
something.
It's
I
ridiculous.
updated it twice and I'm just like, bro,
There's 3
it's
more.
fucking $47,000.
There's 3 more upgrades to that.
My fucking
Yeah, they
damage.
get way up there.
I only have 2 bullets for it.
You don't get much.
Yeah, you can't even make it.
No, you just have to find them.
Yeah.
I think at the end, from his playthrough, it was like he had 12 altogether.
Yeah, 12 or 15.
Yeah,
Like that.
it wasn't many, but it was enough to do a big chunk of damage to the
Nice.
fucking boss.
I went through my ammo when I would go to the optional bosses, and I'm like, fuck, this goes on my ammo.
But
Yep.
then you get a big crystal thing.
I do it
and
and
you
go
sell it.
And then there's
And you
all
don't
your
have
money.
enough ammo.
Yeah.
Enough money to buy
And
the
then
ammo
you-
back.
And he's like, I'm sold out, bro. You only sold me 10 bullets. What you mean?
He's like,
It's
yeah,
like it's
I
almost
would've got
it's like
some.
it's trying. I almost wonder how like hardcore mode is with like its
I
ammo.
heard from people that you should, if you're already experienced like it, you should do hardcore just because it's more stressful.
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
because it's
yeah.
I do wonder if hardcore. I wonder if there's something above it. But if hardcore is like
It's called
Normal.
Shadow Village
oh, it's the one
difficulty.
above it.
Yeah.
So hardcore is probably like normal on most of the Resident Evil games, where it's like
Yeah,
shortage
it's like
of
going-
supplies.
Yeah.
And then, obviously the Shadow Village is like, here's 2 bullets.
Here's
Good
2
luck
bullets.
good luck using your knife through this whole playthrough.
And then
Stand,
the only
stand,
place you
stand.
can save is 3 hours into the game.
That's old school, man.
That is
I
old
remember
school.
that. It was like, you have to get through all this, and you have the typewriter thingies,
Uh-huh.
the ink
The ink
cartridges,
cartridges.
and you only have like 6 through the whole game,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Mm,
it's like fucking 2 in an hour.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. But I don't know. It was pretty good. I obviously don't want to spoil anything because A, it's way too new. And
Yeah, no, I
B, he hasn't finished it.
yeah.
No.
I'm at the last part, I think. Or close to.
Well, you said you went into the factory.
I'm in the
Yeah,
factory.
he's-
Yeah, then
Yeah.
you're basically there's a
close.
little bit extra
Mhm.
at the end.
yeah, there's still a little ways. You're still a little ways.
Yeah.
Story's coming all together.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
It's all
'Cause
coming
after
together.
you die, you become a puppet,
I
and
knew
then,
it.
and then you hide, and then you pop out to try to scare the one guy, but he stabs you in the eyeball.
Fuck that level, dude.
Man, watching it, I was like, oh, I can't wait for this because I hate puppets and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna be scared through it, and it's like, you have to find me 3 times.
At the
Find him,
end,
and
yeah.
it's done, and you're like, that's
Yeah,
it.
that part wasn't great.
It wasn't even scary. I only shit my pants once.
I thought it was gonna get weird. I thought like the fucking dolls were gonna like try to grab your legs and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that and do weird
Or just
shit.
fucking hide and seek.
They do fuck you up if you take too long.
I kind of thought.
Oh,
they
really?
would,
Yeah. They start vibrating, and the more they vibrate, is the less time you have.
Oh,
And if you don't find it, they all come back to life and they fuck you up.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it happened to me.
I know. I got one of the bad endings.
It's not insta kill,
yeah.
but it's close.
It's basically 1 to red.
Pretty much.
But I do feel like that whole house section was just it was great.
Bro, that baby.
I
made me
just felt
shit myself.
I felt like aesthetically it was good.
My hands, they're moist. They were extra moist.
So the only other issue I think was Big Boob Lady.
No, it
I,
wasn't
lo-
that-
I
girl.
loved her. but
She made me
man,
stressed, bro.
She was gone in like 2 seconds. Also, it was like you killed her 3 daughters,
Uh-huh.
and then I was like, oh man, I thought she was gonna chase you throughout the whole house, trying to kill you
She
constantly.
does most,
She kinda
most of
does.
it.
Yeah, but it's not like what's his name?
Oh,
Like Nemesis?
Nemesis, where he's like on your ass.
The entire game.
Yeah.
Dude, if she was
Where-
on my ass the entire game, I would fucking shit myself.
That's why I'm like, that's what you want though. Almost like you
Yeah.
can probably slow her down with bullets, like that you could do with Nemesis, but
Like, they also already stressed, and I would just... The safe room with the Duke was
Yeah.
fucking paradise. I'm like, she's behind me, I'm gonna run into this room. GG,
you can't
dude.
fuck with the Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
gonna out pat you.
The eldritch horror that is the Duke.
Yeah, dude, and I would just like duck, open the door, see if she's gone. Like, okay, I'm out.
She's standing right there, like Duke's in here. You
Duke's
can't
in
come
here,
in.
Duke
Can't reach in here, Duke.
You can't fit in this door.
Yeah.
You know, now you have to put that in our thumbnail, like really big, just her. Get those
Big-
clicks.
Big booba lady.
Hell yeah.
Call it big boobs. That's our the name for the
That was
podcast.
that was probably like my favorite part of the game too. Like the aesthetic of it, the castle was just so
Feel the
dope.
look of it.
They
I
have
do
more
agree.
puzzles too.
Yeah. The castle to
Oh,
me
it's
was
fun.
just so dope. I like the castle. I felt like the house was cool. for what it was.
From my likes to dislikes is almost an order of the game.
Yep.
It's like I like. I
don't mind the factory.
The factory's okay.
It's okay.
It's
very cliche.
It's Resident Evil.
Well, it's Resident Evil.
Yeah.
You have to end in a factory or lab.
Yeah.
I mean...
Underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, but I just didn't like the aesthetic of everything past.
Spoiler for me. Does it blow up?
Yes. I don't think so, but...
It doesn't blow up?
I don't remember.
No.
It doesn't
There's
blow
no
up.
self-destruct
Wow,
function.
what?
It might blow up, but that's a real big spoiler.
Oh, wait.
I don't know what blew up, because I don't remember. Something blew up, so maybe.
No, maybe. There's explosions.
Nice.
I think we'll talk about it next week when you beat it more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we can spoil it, because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about the ending, but, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you that, you know, all the main characters in the whole game all get re-resurrected, and you fight them in the last balance battle. I wouldn't say that out loud.
Okay, tell me if they... Do they bring back the brother from Resident Evil 7 to this one? They do? They looped it all?
It's crazy.
You're lying to me?
Maybe. Throwing circles here.
He is?
I don't know. I don't remember. But
because that's the only part of the story that doesn't add up to me.
Which one's the brother in 7?
In 7, he's the one with the traps.
Traps.
Yeah. He has his own section where he just like,
Oh, in that like weird maze thing?
Yeah, there's a maze, and then there's a bunch of puzzles and shit. He wants to blow you up at the end.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
But he escapes everything, and then you don't find him.
I thought they killed him at that one.
No, he survives, and he escapes, yeah.
Oh, weird.
So I'm just like, what the fuck happened to this guy?
I don't know.
Or maybe they explain the DLC, and you just,
it might be in the DLC.
I can't tell you.
Actually... I think it is. I think that's who you kill at the end of the DLC.
Ooh.
I don't think so. I thought he was at the end of 8 when you see... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you know what this is like? You know what this is like? Because in my head, right? This game plays like...
Call of Duty. But if you have no ammo.
It plays like if The Legend of Zelda was Call of Duty.
Kinda. I can kinda see it.
Where's the water temple? Wait.
You passed it.
Yeah, I did.
But it wasn't shitty.
It wasn't a shitty. But it's the same. You have a hub, right? You have your 4 dungeons. And then you have your final dungeon.
I love the hub, though.
Oh, the hub was great.
The hub is so good for this game.
It is.
Yeah.
It has that Castlevania thing where you have to unlock... Or not Castlevania. Metroid Prime thing where you have to unlock areas via... The keys that
you get
need.
different items and stuff like that, yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like how they did it.
But it does have that feeling. So obviously at the end, right, like every Legend of Zelda game, when you get to Ganon's Tower, you got to go through all your bosses again, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's fucking annoying, man.
Yep. That obviously is how it ends, right? I mean, that's exactly how,
they have to combine
that game
all
is structured.
One monster.
Obviously.
Well, that's after you injure them all. Because they'll come at you at different waves. They get injured, they hide,
and
then they come back.
Chris kills it by punching a boulder,
I love that scene. He looks a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Maybe he stopped working
out. Dude,
out.
he fucking took roids in these past 2 games. I remember when he came out in 7, and you're like, who's that? He's like, Chris? Yeah. He's like, dude, that guy's fucking huge.
He was huge in 5, though.
Yeah, but he, like, tripled his mass in 7.
Let me just punch this boulder.
Because 5, you're like, okay, he's big. He can punch a boulder. 7, he's like, he can punch that mountain.
He has become the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Pretty much. You're like, damn. It's like, do they make tack vests that can fit over him? Yeah. Like, does he need, like one on one chest, one on the other half?
Yeah. Dude, he doesn't need to. He just flexes.
So here's my question, right? At the end of all this, right? Like,
where do they go?
No.
Where they come from?
No, like at the end of this game, right? There has, there's this scene, and there has to be the scene, right? Where at the end of it, you have to have like, it was me, Dio, and Wesker comes out.
That's right. Now the Wesker's he's dead as fuck.
It's like Dio. Dio dies. He always comes back.
His son is alive.
Oh, his son is alive.
Yeah.
But they used him to make antidotes.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy, yeah.
He might actually be the main bad guy.
Doubt it.
He's going to come out because he's possessed by Wesker. He's going to be like, you thought it was this person, but it was me.
It's like
Dio.
It's like that Joker movie where like Batman the Future Joker when he puts himself in the body of this the past Robin or whatever.
Sure.
Shit.
Yeah. It looks like a good game, at least.
It's a good game.
It's really good.
It's a great game.
The ending's definitely interesting.
Wesker. I'm just kidding.
I want to see Wesker.
It's gonna be crazy. Fucking Kool-Aid Man pops out at the end, saves your ass. And you're like,
The mold resurrects Wesker.
Bro.
the mold wasn't a thing, my dude. What are you talking about?
Dude, I saw the mold.
It's not real.
It's not real.
I saw it in a cave.
It's a red herring.
Okay.
You've never seen slime before?
It's goo. You know what? It's Las Plagas, dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
The cousins.
The parasite from Resident Evil 4.
I'm so tilted.
And 5, yeah.
I'm so tilted because you know that cutscene when you first see Chris in the water mill?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's a tunnel to the right that I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go after this one.
Oh, you done
No,
fucked
I
up.
fucked up. I have to go there.
No, you always go to the tunnels before you hit the main story.
I didn't know
You
it was the
know
main
that.
story. I thought I was like, oh, this looks like a cool house.
Nah,
oh
man.
no,
You didn't know
cutscene.
cool house, you get fucked.
And then fucking, you can't even go back to that area, so I missed 3 fishes. And
Which
it's
is
the
like
3
a
fishes
main-
that I need to make the last meal.
At least you weren't the sad person that just,
Sold
sold
this
it.
shit.
I still feel so bad for Jack.
Wow.
Because I also read an article on Kotaku talking about, like, save your fish. It was like, that was the
Well,
name
it's like
of the
save your
headline.
meat.
Oh, yeah, save your meat was the headline.
Oh, I had so much meat. I sold it at the end.
Because you couldn't use it.
I couldn't use it because I already had everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just like sold it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
'cause-
my fish.
Because watching his playthrough, it made no sense too. It was like, bring back to the Duke. He
That-
brought it
that
back
happened to me. I did sell some.
Oh, did you?
When he said like bring it back to the Duke, and I'm like, there's no option to make anything.
like,
I'm
oh,
just gonna sell
Yeah,
2 pieces of meat.
Yeah, that's what fucking Jack did.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I guess I sell it.
And then the Duke's kitchen shop. I'm like, oh, bring him shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, cool, there'll be more meat in
and I
this
had
game.
this
No, it's
regret.
barely enough.
Yeah. I had this regretful, like I fucking sold pieces of it. God damn it.
No.
GG.
Yeah.
So I do like the Duke in this as the seller. I do wish he did the voice as like a joke because he does hit jokes here and there from like the
Yeah.
older game. Like he
What
does.
are you buying?
Yeah, he does do that, but he does it in his voice instead of the.
I missed the
Cool
one.
ass.
What are you selling?
What are you selling?
I love him.
Missed that guy.
Fucking merchant, dude.
It should have been both.
Ooh.
He's in the back selling out his little carnival thing while the
What
other
are
one just
you
sits up front.
buying? What are you selling?
So,
It
I
was
think
good.
it's a good
It was great.
8, 7.5.
Yep,
Nice.
it was a good game.
Have you played 7?
What?
Have you played 7?
I've seen 7. I don't play games anymore.
No, you're right.
I got time for that.
I'll bring a PS4 down. You can play both of them back to back.
I'll watch you play them again.
Oh, fuck.
I could probably do it.
I think that's the only one I would replay.
7?
So 8. No, 8.
Oh, yeah.
8, yeah.
I think 7 looks replayable too. I don't know. To me, Resident Evil games, unless you're going for like speed runs or random challenges, they
Yeah.
don't have a fully replayable in my mind.
So you're obviously going for the lightsaber, right?
Of course. It's like the electric prod or whatever, Resident Evil 5.
Or
Fucking-
the ray gun in fucking 4.
The only one I can remember was remember Dead Space,
Oh yeah.
the finger gun.
Uh-huh.
Shit, blew everything away in one shot. It's like pew pew. pew.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Missed that game. That game, I think, is the only game to this day that scared the fuck out of me.
Only the first
Dead Space
one, though.
1? Yeah.
Yeah,
The
dude.
second one's
Well, no, I don't even mean like the whole game. Like the whole game was scary. Like, it had
Yeah.
that vibe. But you remember the end of 1?
Oh, the cutscene at the end?
Yeah, because, you beat the game, I put the
Yeah.
controller down, I'm sitting there, just relaxing. Just like, oh, he's playing the memory thing, and all I hear is he turns around and she's there, and it jumps at her, and I thought it was going into, like, a scene, so I fucking dive from my controller, like, oh, shit, here we go. I'm like, oh, it wasn't a thing.
I feel like that is a series that just suffered
Oh.
from every new entry being worse than the one before.
I'm going to argue, fuck Castlevania as best adaptation. The Dead Space movies
Are they
decent.
There's Dead Space
There's
movies.
2
Yeah.
Dead Space movies, and there's a Dante's Inferno.
That one's
movie.
good. I've seen that one. That one's really good.
I like the game.
That is
The game was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, but the series is good too. They divided it into parts, and each part was done by a different animation studio. So there's different styles
Yeah.
as you go through it. And it was good. It just added some context and obviously some character stuff that the game.
I think the only issue with them at this point is they're just kind of older, and I don't know how they hold up as a product in general. I think they came out.
Well, the Dead Space was that, I don't know.
They came out. Well, they all came. Those three came out about the same time.
I feel like Dante's still looks good. I mean, it's an animated.
Yeah.
I feel like, and none of it's 3D animations.
No, it's all hand
drawn. So I feel like there's a certain timeless nature to something like that. It's like going and watching like the Animatrix.
Yeah.
Or
the Halo
Legends, right? Has that same kind of vibe to it. But it's basically like that. It's just different animation studios. Like another thing we watched this week. Which is also
there's so much content I watched.
Also an anthology of different animated things.
Love, robots, and more death. And love. And then there's some robots in the one season.
Yeah, because there was a season 2, Love, Death, and Robots.
I only saw an episode of the first season.
Well, yeah. You also saw the one where it was the whale. There was the giant.
Yeah.
Remember the giant dead body?
Oh, and is it season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And I'd argue
the worst one.
Well, you've seen more than that from season 1.
No, I've seen 1.
Because you've seen because I'm pretty sure I showed you. I know I showed you them when they first came out. Was the one with the time loop where the girl got killed, and then
that's the only one I remember.
And then the big fight where she was in the robot or the monster. I forgot the name of that one.
I don't remember the name of that one either, but I know which one you're referring to.
Yeah, so they were in a monster fighting ring, and she would put her brain into the monster fight, but she was actually dead the whole time, and the only thing left of her was her brain, so she just was in the monster the whole time.
I don't remember that one.
Oh. That one's a real good one. I'll re-show you it. I like the animation.
I think
clean.
I think my favorite from season 1 is probably the. Well, I mean, this is just personal itches, right? The one with the fox lady.
Oh, that one was pretty good.
The fox lady.
He's not wrong. I know what he's talking about. Let's see.
It's steampunky.
Of course.
Sinan's Edge is the one I liked.
Yeah. I also do like the one with the fucking.
The Witness was the other one. Yours was Good Hunting.
Good Hunting, yeah. I do also like the one with the hillbillies and their farm fighting the bugs.
I knew you would find. I'm like, that was so
in the mechs.
Yeah,
it's great.
I'm trying to find it right
It's
now.
great.
Jesus. Suits is the name of that one.
Yeah, that one's good.
I do like the 3 robots, which was the 3 dumb robots.
The
abandoned planet. This season was pretty interesting. So you had.
The first one we watched was good.
I love the first
one.
With
the vacuum?
So the first one, it was a killer vacuum that went on a malfunction. So it was first, just vacuuming, and then it starts killing things. And then it tried to kill the main lady. But they fucking, went on a rampage, basically.
What was that? Automated customer service is what it's called, right? Yeah, that one's really good.
And she finally kills it. Yep, that's the name of it. And she finally kills it. And now all the vacuums are after her, in all the towns.
It's so good. It was very good.
Ice was interesting, which was the
whale one.
The whale one. Where they're called frost whales, but they had lightning. That made no sense.
When I came down, I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh, that one was weird. I didn't really like that one, though.
Which one?
That
one was garbage.
Fucking big eye one,
The drowned giant.
Yeah. That one was weird. I didn't like that one very much.
So you had Life Hutch, which was the robotic dog that was trying to kill the...
That one was okay. The one where at first it looked like live action with the way they rendered it. Holy fuck.
It looked like we first thought, we're like, is this live action?
And then
parts animation in the background.
Yeah. And then the way they moved, you're like, oh, okay, I can see it now. Because it looks like a rigged model at some point. There's the uncanny valley, some unnatural movement.
I'd almost argue that maybe another one of my favorite this season is Through the House. All Through the House.
Oh, that one was great. It was like 5 minutes.
7 minutes, I found.
7 minutes long. It involved, it was about Santa Claus.
And the Santa Claus was a picture Alien from Alien. But it was it would sniff you and tell if you're good or bad.
So okay, think of the alien from Alien. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And think of the hand guy from fucking Pan's Labyrinth. And combine them together.
Yeah. And
that's Santa Claus.
You know when Alien bites you, it comes out of the mouth. Now picture if you're good, it gives you a present that's all slimy.
Wait, really?
Yep.
It was great. Wow. You should watch. It's only 7 minutes
long.
You should watch it.
Tall Grass was okay.
It's the frame rate. Good. It's the frame rate.
So the issue was it 30, maybe 16. It was really short frame rate, really slow.
It's probably like
on purpose.
Half.
Yeah. It's half normal frame rate.
So normal frame rate is probably 24 frames a second, right? Is the normal?
Yeah, so it's
is the
probably
standard
like
for
12.
animation, yeah.
Shit.
And it like hurts. Like I physically couldn't watch it, but like the story was interesting enough, but
it
like hurt my stomach. Like
it was like in a weird. The animation style was kind of cool. It was like 3D animation, but the models were. It looked like they were painted.
Mm-hmm.
Like it had that like paintbrush almost kind of look to them.
Yeah.
And they moved almost as like it felt like it was a moving painting, but because of this, it had like this frame rate. So movements and stuff looked, it was
sickening.
wonky. Like so, it was almost like it looked like it wanted to be almost like claymation looking. It had like those weird janky movements, but not as smooth. Because even with claymation, they're still going at 24 frames a second, right? But that's not that wasn't the case here.
Oof.
Yeah, but it was cool.
And the other two we had was Snow and Desert,
Oh, okay, that was okay.
which is about a guy who's basically immortal.
Yeah, he lives forever.
Wow.
And then
okay.
Pop Squad, which was the...
Oh, that one was good.
Pop Squad's basically...
That one was good.
From the context, people can't have more people because they live forever. And the only way for you to have a kid is to replace yourself. Basically, you die to move on to the, replace yourself, basically. You kill yourself to have that baby grow up. But
So you can still die, but you just don't die of old age.
Yeah.
But there's a group of people who kill babies that are illegal.
Yeah.
Like they're not signed.
They're
So
illegal babies.
Well, because people can't have kids anymore, right? Because they live forever.
yeah.
And they live like in the slums, right? That's obviously where these people are having kids.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like the police from the upper echelons comes down
They just fucking
to
literally
kill
shoot
illegals'
the baby.
kids. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, fuck.
it's pretty fucking dark.
It's like it has that Blade Runner aesthetic.
Uh-huh.
Because that's what it is. It's like the old like Art Deco kind of style buildings and like fancy-ish for like the upper parts of the building and then the lower parts of the. It's very much that Blade Runner aesthetic, even with because there's flying cars and stuff.
Yeah.
It's that neo noir kind of look.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. I like that one a lot.
But that's a bit about it on
Yeah,
this season. It was shorter than last. Like
it was. There was less. There was
But
less.
I
of
do
them.
think they were better quality.
Yeah, they were good.
Because the first season, I'd say like 80% are good. This season, I'd say like 95% are good, except for that one. The one that you came down and saw was pretty fucking ass.
You came down for the weird one.
I was just like,
I was just like, oh, okay.
At first, I thought it was gonna go somewhere.
So did I.
I'm like,
I thought
I was like, I don't trust this shit.
I thought the guy would wake up.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like their own weird version of like Gulliver's Travels, where the guy is like Gulliver, where he lands on an island with small people. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something like that.
And no,
But no, it didn't really.
not happen.
Not happening.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Some other stuff that came out on Netflix this week I watched. Oxygen. It's a really good show. It is French. I didn't notice that until...
I'm watching it then.
Why?
Because it's French.
It's English. It's in English. Just watch it. Don't be a bitch. So...
You watch it dubbed?
Yeah, you can barely tell. The only part I couldn't tell is when I looked up and then the writing...
When I paid attention.
Well, when I looked up and the writing's in French, because it's all shot in one module.
Uh-huh.
It's a person that's stuck in a cryo chamber
Gotcha.
that her oxygen's running out. So it's all stressful where she's like, she can call people from the tube and they're like trying to find her and, she's somewhere. And
Is it like the space movie you watched last week with Anna Kendrick?
Stowaway?
Stowaway? No. Well, it's that stressfulness where, people are going to die
is it
because
like
of air.
is it that Ryan Reynolds movie? The one where he's buried alive?
Buried?
Buried.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
It's him buried.
Oh.
The whole shot of the movie is him in a hole.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's,
it's her.
it's like him in the coffin.
It's her in a fucking coffin, basically. But it has a thing. The robot's not trying to kill her, but tries to get her sedatives and does try to kill her at certain points. Like, you're not going to survive, so we're just going to fucking kill you so you don't die painfully.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck you. So she's trying to break out. So she calls, like, the cops,
Uh-huh.
and they're trying to find her. And then she calls the agency who supposed to be able to unlock it because she can use a thing to unlock the coffin or whatever you want to call it to get out, and you don't want to.
Does she die?
No,
she doesn't. She makes it out.
Barely.
Wow.
It's I'm not spoiling. Who gives a shit? Spoiler for it. So she's stuck in a thing in a cryo chamber. Earth has been plagued, legit plagued, like like what's happening right now. And I think like 90% of Earth is like dying. Like no one's gonna survive this. So they sent out clones of people, and they're in a cryo chamber that's like spinning.
Yeah.
So she finds that out because she calls herself, which she doesn't know until later on, and she herself's telling her, trying not to tell her exactly what's going on, but she gives her the codes so she can start like doing a lot more functions. Yeah. And she turns the cryo chamber to see out, and I guess all you see is a bunch of just fucking of her cryo things everywhere, like 10,000 of them. But I guess they went different people.
Oh, yeah.
Just clones of everyone. But I guess they went through like an asteroid, or bits and pieces hit them. So like it opens up and there's just a dead body with just no face, just right at her thing. Oof. And you're like, what the fuck? So I guess her thing got damaged enough that needed oxygen. So basically at the end she diverts oxygen from the ones of people that died to get oxygen to her. But it was like last 1% of oxygen.
She was about to die.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Ryan Reynolds does die.
Yeah, I knew that one. Yeah, he does die in that one.
No one finds him.
That reminds me of that one anime. There's an anime, I forgot the name of it. It was like 4 seasons ago. I told you ID something. I told you to watch it. ID Invade.
ID Invade. Yeah.
There's one episode that tilted me so much I canceled the fucking thing. It was a killer who would put someone in like a barrel and then seal it off. But they would have a camera inside and they would live stream it to see how long she could survive. They killed many people before then. But the cops make it to him before the live stream, before she dies in the live stream. But she was already dead. It was like a 3-day...
Pre-recorded, yeah.
It was a 3-day pre-recorded.
That's like Saw shit.
It's fucking... it was so tilting. I'm like, fuck this show.
It's like what was it? Your law-abiding citizen when he does that.
Dude, I like that movie.
Yeah, but I hate the ending of that movie.
I will say ID Invade is weird because it's about criminals and you kind of go through their heads. But there's like different stories each one. Like
there was a video game like that. Fuck, what was it called? It was like a cyberpunk game.
Minority Report?
No. but you're like an investigator. It was almost like a pseudo horror thriller game as well. Yeah. And you investigated murders. And you like the guy like plugged in the like dead people's memories and shit like that. Yeah. And like weird ghosts and stuff would appear in it. It got really trippy and really creepy and weird. Huh. And it was like that. But fuck, I don't remember what game that was.
Sounds familiar.
It does.
Seen a stream of it.
Yeah.
Well, I give Oxygen an 8.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that high.
I think it's very suspenseful all the way through. And because she also has amnesia, so she doesn't.
Yeah.
I guess she doesn't really have amnesia.
She's like, that day.
She's a clone.
Yeah, she's like because when they go through the talk, like how long she's been alive, I think it's like 13 days or something.
Yeah.
Like you can still see fucking Earth like in the fucking background. But space things remind me of Greenland that you told me to watch.
Oh yeah.
So what did you think of it, Eddie?
It was great. That's Gerard Butler in it, doesn't it?
He's a law-abiding citizen, right?
He is a law-abiding citizen.
You totally saw it.
I saw the thumbnail. I know Gerard Butler's in this movie. Oh fuck! There was someone else in this movie too that I remember on the thumbnail. Oh, who was it? It was a lady.
Female? Oh, yeah. The main character. I don't know her name. It's probably the main character.
Rachel McAdams?
Yeah.
Who?
Wow.
He has seen the movie.
Who?
How the fuck do you know her name?
Because it's useless. I mean, it's common knowledge.
What other movie did I just... she was in Eurovision. I just remember that.
Of course.
I like how he's seen Eurovision.
Well, just randomly, and I skimmed through it.
I would do that.
And she's in Sherlock Holmes. And
yeah.
I think she's also in Wedding Crashers. Yeah,
He
Wedding
should not be.
Crashers.
I
Yeah,
don't know. The movie's
I like
past my
Wedding
time.
Crashers.
yeah. But sorry, continue. My bad.
I went to a Gerard Butler.
Was that why you wanted me
binge?
to watch those?
No, because I watched Geo Front or whatever.
Yeah.
Not last
Geostorm?
week,
I almost
Geostorm.
said GeoCities.
And then I went on like HBO
Okay.
new release, Greenland. Has Gerard Butler. I know this guy. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, you texted me like, you should watch it. It's pretty suspenseful. I did do a lot of. I'd say I watched 80% of this movie.
It's just the first part that just stresses,
slow.
it stresses me out. I'm like,
Well, the only issue I had with this movie was anything that could go wrong with this man
it went wrong.
went wrong. Because
It's one of those movies.
so
Yeah.
the world's gonna get hit by an asteroid.
Okay, cool.
No one really knows because they,
The government knows.
the government knows, but the scientists calculated that it was gonna miss, but they didn't calculate for that when an asteroid gets closer to the sun, it expands
Oh, okay.
because of
whatever.
heat.
Okay.
And
Sure.
it redirects it by like a degree or two, which makes the asteroid enough crash into it. But since the asteroid's from another area,
Another solar system.
yeah, it's already broken up through pieces because it's been through so much fucking terrain. And so, like, the first piece hits fucking Florida. Nukes the fuck out
It
of it.
nuked Florida.
Like, legit, I think, like, at the end of the movie, like, the hole's,
feel
like,
like,
this big through the fucking state.
I feel like the filmmakers are trying to send a message.
That's what I was saying, dude.
What
Because
message? I don't get it.
because the fucking, did you see Gerard Butler? He's at the store, or whatever. He's going through a divorce or whatever. He gets this message.
I don't think they were divorcing.
They were getting or whatever.
I
They're
just thought they-
separated.
No, it's a lot simpler. I'm just saying the director wanted to say fuck Florida
Oh, I was gonna say.
in particular.
The
Oh, no,
government
they
is
fucking
tracking
moved.
us because he gets a message from like an Amber Alert.
Yeah.
But it's a presidential alert.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that gets it. So he's just looking around like,
Oh, dude.
all right. And then he gets a call from the national, like Homeland Security,
Yeah.
right? He's like, "This looks legit. Hello."
It's like you've been selected, your wife and your kid has been selected to be.
To evacuate or whatever.
Evacuate.
So he's like,
Okay.
evacuate the fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so he just fucking gets his shit and is like, GG the fuck out of there.
See, but then they have a party at his house
Yeah.
with all his neighbors.
Dude, that was tilting.
I was
That
so
was
tilted,
tilted.
dude. And then that you seen the live stream of like, oh, we're gonna see this asteroid pass through Earth, and then it nukes Florida,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh shit, because it was live,
Yeah.
and so they see everyone die, and then they get this presidential alert message
On their
like,
screen.
on their TV screen, and like, yeah, you guys, your family has been selected to evacuate. Meet us at this
Oh no!
location, and
Yeah.
all the friends see it, and like, how come you're the only one that got it?
Yeah. And it was real tilting, so they, all the other people go to their house to
Yeah.
see if they got it and stuff. Obviously, they didn't, so they started to pack the car and they started driving away. And one of the his closest friend comes out, and he's pretty cool about it. He's like, "Oh, if you hear anything, if we can get in, just give us a call." He's like, "Otherwise, we're dead. I'm sorry, blah blah blah." But then he starts driving out, and it was one of the girls comes out holding
Yeah.
her baby, saying, "Take this." He's like, I can't," and they just fucking drive off, basically like push her out of the way and drive off, because he's like, either we take her now and she's stranded at the place with no one else that she knows,
Yeah.
or
you die with your mom.
you die with your mom. So he's like, yeah, die with your parents. Fuck off. And he drives off. I'm like, that was stressful. I'd be really fucking
Yeah.
like.
I was really uncomfortable like watching it when with the whole everyone's like, yeah, how you're the only one that got it. I'm like,
I kind of. This is the part I kind of was like, skip. I'm like, I don't like this. So that happens. So they get through. They get to the place. There's tons of people trying to get in. Obviously, they get through because they have the QR code. They start going in. The kid has
asthma.
no.
I mean diabetes.
Diabetes. So he drops his
kid drops his insulin in the car.
Yeah. So he drops his insulin in the car. The father has to run all the way back. They find out, because she's waiting there with her child, saying that he's going to get insulin. They can't have any kids that have
Existing conditions.
So they get pulled away. But the father comes back. He's like, I don't see my family. Gets on a plane. Can't text anyone because, there's too many people. It's like a convention.
Mm-hmm.
Runs off the plane. The fucking thing catches on fire. Explodes. Kills all those fucking
people.
people.
People that didn't have the QR codes to be evacuated,
Oh, yeah.
they're like, they broke through the
Oh.
fence.
With guns
They
and shit.
shot the army. The army shot back.
Yeah, they hit a fuel tank. And
And then
boom.
the
door bowl, yeah.
They ruin everything.
So then they run away. So now they're two sets are split up. The mother gets insulin from the hospital. Or from a
the
store.
pharmacy, yeah.
The pharmacy.
She almost dies.
That place gets robbed by crazy people. She almost dies. She gets in a car with some helpful people. The helpful people end up stealing the baby. And then they get through because they steal her band and his band. He says they're not my parents. They get fucking kicked out. He's stuck there. The mother saves him.
I was stressed. I was stressed in that part. Like, dude, how do you find your kid kidnapped in an
it's
apocalypse?
Over. I'd be like, it's over.
You're never gonna find your kid.
You know, fuck. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
It's like
I haven't finished. It's like quarter way through the movie.
No, I know. No. But like the way the stressfulness of this, right, in the same post-apocalyptic kind of setting. Have you guys seen Children of Men?
Yes.
Yeah, it reminds me of that a
lot.
lot.
I love that movie.
I can see that.
It's that same stress level of anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
So, I don't remember how he ends up meeting them. Because something happens with him in between. I don't remember.
So he goes
because he gets insulin, blows up.
He goes to the insulin. The thing blows up. He goes back to his car and like, we're going to my parents' house. Yeah. Mia's there.
No, he steals a car because he writes that note saying, "I stole your car. If I survive, I'll bring it back."
Oh, that's right. And then something happens to the car. He gets with these other people. They're like, "Hey, are you going north?" Or yeah, we're going over here. So he gets in this truck with all these people in the back.
They get pissed off because he's selected and
I see your bracelet, bro. Give me your bracelet. Like, bro, it's not my name. Yeah. He's like, no, give it to me. And then they fight. People die.
Yeah, he kills a guy.
He kills a guy with a hammer on accident.
Yeah, it was accident.
It's Gerard Butler, dude.
Yeah.
It's on purpose.
That moves on. I don't remember what happened. Then they meet up because I think
he eventually makes it back to
the grandparents' house.
The grandparents, and he's waiting.
Yeah. Then they meet.
They meet up there.
Then the grandparents and him talk. He's like, "Oh, we can still make it because it's in Greenland. They found a place in Canada. They'll fly them."
Yeah.
So they're like, "Okay."
And they're gonna YOLO it because like we don't have a pre-approval, but if we get there, they can't do anything but accept us. Yeah. Right?
The grandfather's like, "Well, good luck. I'm gonna die here because this is where my wife died." He basically is giving up on life.
He's like, "I'm old. Fuck it."
He feels bad. He's happy that they're together. They fly. So they get almost missed the last plane.
Yeah.
Get on the plane. It flies away. There's like 3,000 other cars right behind them just after because, timing, I guess. It flies away. So, whatever it takes from Canada to Greenland. So they're flying this little ass dinky plane. And, does it get hit by an asteroid? Oh, no.
It landed and then the shock wave kind of hits the plane.
Yeah, so it goes down. I'm going to rewind a little bit. I forgot. When they were in the big truck, there's an asteroid field, or small bits broke through New York, and they went under the bridge to survive. Remember that?
Ah, yeah.
Like all these cars and people are just being pelted by rocks, and they're like driving through it.
I like how the news is like, oh yeah, there's gonna be an asteroid shower in upper like New York or whatever, and they're like, oh my god,
we are?
It's right here.
It's like
people get hit like
fucking like a day after tomorrow, some shit where you have like the fucking news guy there in the Hollywood side just comes and smacks him off the screen. Yeah. That level of...
So the thing explodes in Greenland because there's a small bits of asteroid hits there. Doesn't destroy what's saving them. They all run into this big bunker that's underground. It closes. You would think in the movie they all survive. But then it opens up 9 months. Only 9 months after like this huge asteroid, destroyed the Earth.
Yeah.
Because it landed in Europe, and then they just fucking killed everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because they said it was like
extreme.
Yeah, they said it's like a 9-mile fucking asteroid. Like bigger than the dinosaurs.
Oof.
And they come up, open 9 months later, supposedly, and there's other places around that were alive. But they're like, I guess there's some birds that were alive, like smaller things.
The animals coming back or whatever.
And they're like, we gotta rebuild. And I'm like, nah, motherfucker, that land is black and dead. I'm like, you're rebuilding shit.
Yeah, you're in Greenland, dude. Where the fuck are you gonna go and rebuild?
Yeah, so then the movie ends and you're like, yeah, they're all dead anyway. Yeah. Humanity's over. Fuck this shit.
Yes, fuck.
Also, how did the kid survive? They gave him insulin for like 2 weeks.
But then he had the insulin for his kid.
Yeah, how long is that gonna last? 9 months.
9 months.
Motherfucker had a month on his life with insulin.
Evolution.
Yeah, you fucking shoot the kid and like he was eating too much food.
He evolved.
He's built different.
Okay. He realized he didn't have diabetes.
Damn, spicy. Then the movie ends.
Yep.
6.
I agree.
It does. I mean, it gives me the same like disaster movie vibes from like the 2000s. You know, the whole the Day After Tomorrow, the 2012s, the fucking like Twister. You know, it's that same kind of.
Yeah. It's over the top, really dumb. Anything that could go wrong.
Geostorm. That like world-ending weird shit.
But, now I just know that the government knows where we are at all times.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. They can call me if they want to save me from the world dying.
I'm ready. We don't need a tracking device in our arms. It's already.
Yeah.
I carry it every day. Thank you.
I saw this other movie on Netflix called Something Below. It's brand new.
Above from below.
Something like that.
As above from
no, it's not that one. It's brand new.
No,
it's the fish one.
It's the fish alien one, dude.
I'm looking up right now.
It's about a girl.
Okay.
It's a teenage girl.
Story of a girl.
She's very shy or whatever. Mom picks her up from high school to go into summer vacation.
Sure.
To go to the cabin or whatever.
Sure.
You know, mom introduces her to her new boyfriend.
Okay.
Woman in the window?
This hot dude coming out of the water. I'm like, wow, what a very cliche scene. Anyway, then she seems like she wants to seduce the guy at first. I'm like, okay, this is a little inappropriate, but I dig it. But then things get weird.
Is the guy a fish?
The guy's a fish, but you don't know that.
Okay, I called it.
Yeah.
Wow, spoilers. How'd you know?
In some shots, you see his eyes are blue, or like with a little bit of red, so it's kind of weird. So he's always in the water.
So he's the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, he's investigating fish in the region, something about fresh water, and then he does this analogy about this certain fish that's a parasite that does anything he can to survive or whatever. I'm like, okay.
A little on the nose there.
Yeah. And then, the mom gets sick, like very sick. And then this dude keeps getting weirder and weirder, and the girl keeps noticing, like, hey, what the fuck? What's wrong with this guy? Tries to call 911. She has no signal. She still has internet, so I don't know how the fuck the call didn't go through. Whatever.
Movies.
Calls her friend. Friends come over, like, oh, this is a nice guy. They have this scene on a boat. It was just him and her. And for some reason, she gets her, like, a really heavy period out of nowhere. I thought that was like kind of weird.
Normal life.
So he just reaches out and, like, blocks her with, like, his shirt. But he has blood on his hands, right? And she's like, oh, don't worry. It's just normal. And, like, licks his fingers. I was just like, whoa. What the fuck?
Vampire fish.
And so she's like, And he's like, don't make it weird. It's fine. This is normal. I'm like, what?
What?
This is normal? Okay. I find out that the mom is pregnant.
With the fish?
With the
fish baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So then she's like in the basement, trapped in like a pool. She gets trapped. He's watching the mom give birth to a fish baby. He gets the baby. Does something to the baby. She calls 911. The cops never show up. The mom dies. She gets trapped in like a coffin.
Yeah.
And then it gets filled with water.
Oxygen?
And then she dies. But then she learns before that there's many versions of him. So I think he's just, he's the parasite. Trying to propagate his seed among the world. Yeah. 4.
That sounds about right.
Fishman. Just ass.
I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, God.
But, there's something that we do have to watch. Our favorite segment. What is my mom watching?
Oh,
she
what
watches
is your
Rush Hours?
What is your mom watching?
So she actually watched something we haven't seen yet and said it's really good. So she watched...
Did she watch Invincible?
Yusuke.
The samurai one?
Dark
samurai one? Yeah.
She said it's pretty good. It holds up to, the same animation qualities and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
But he made Cannon Buster.
It doesn't matter. There's so many shitty animations out there, and then they have good animations.
But he made Blue Dots.
Yeah.
Not so long ago. I mean, he also helped in The Legend of Korra.
He did.
Yeah. That was good. Well, the animation parts were good.
Yeah.
The story was
okay.
Yeah. But as I said, I don't really care. I'll watch it anyway. I don't know if we want to watch it together or...
How long is it?
6 episodes.
Half hour?
Yeah, half hour.
Doable.
So
that's 3 hours.
I guess we can save that. We'll not do it next week because we'll probably end up watching the zombie show.
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead comes
out.
out.
No, the 21st.
21st.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is next
that's
weekend,
next Friday.
So we'll have that to talk about.
Nice.
And maybe we can watch that if we want to put both those in. But she also did watch Warriors, which I've been talking about. It's
The HBO show?
The HBO show with, I guess the Star show. It's on HBO. It's about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's writing, but it has his elements.
Yeah.
She also said she really liked it.
Oh,
Trying to get my dad to watch it, but he doesn't really watch anything. He watches NASCAR, sports, and Facebook.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Your
like,
dad
Dad, what
watches
happened?
NASCAR?
Yeah, well, all my family does. They watch every sport.
They don't watch Formula 1?
No.
What?
That's the better
That's
NASCAR.
the better NASCAR.
Don't look at me.
That's the whitest shit I heard today.
You see me?
I thought you were Italian.
Yeah. So? My mom's Swedish. She's white as fuck.
But not, that's a different kind of white. They build different.
Okay, let me rephrase this. All my family's lived in the United States for the past, 12 generations, so...
You don't get the where you from, but where are you really from kind of question.
Yeah.
No, we get that.
Yeah.
No, I get,
Yeah.
where are you from? And I'm like, America. And they're like, how long?
How
Forever.
9 generations.
9
Okay,
generations.
you passed. You're white enough.
You're white enough.
But yeah, that's the two big things she's told me she'll watch this week.
Hell yeah.
feel like I watched something else, but I don't remember. So
I watched something
asked.
else, but it's a long conversation I don't want to talk about right now. So.
Sweet.
Oh, and then I guess we can just do our one news article.
Hell yeah.
So
I
don't
He
remember.
didn't let me read it earlier.
Yeah, of course not. So it was fans polled over which anime or manga should be live action. Most replied, none.
Makes sense.
I agree.
I agree.
And let's see what the.
I don't know, dude. I would love to see Megalobox live action.
So this
That
is
should be pretty-
that'd be a good one. So this is
Yeah, it's called
Yahoo.
Real Steel. No, I'm just-
Yahoo News Japan.
Creed?
Anyway, Yahoo News Japan. So they got 456 votes for none.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Demon Slayer at 60.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan at
There already is
48.
one.
There's already a
and
live
it's
action.
garbage.
Yep. Jujutsu Kaisen at 34.
No.
Naruto at 24.
No.
Detective Conan
Maybe.
at 18. Slam Dunk. I
Okay.
feel like that's
I-
I watched that.
JoJo.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. 15.
How?
My Hero.
Like they make it like a James Gunn movie
There's 3 tied at 7.
or a Taika Waititi movie.
And Hunter x
JoJo.
Hunter closing it out.
See, the problem is I don't think any shonen, like any traditional shonen, would make a good live action.
No.
I'd argue. You're right.
Unless it's a slice for life. Like, if they
See,
made
but that's different.
Bakuman live action, I'd
Yeah.
watch it.
No.
I feel like any of
obviously.
the love stuff you can do
Yeah.
live action.
Yeah.
I feel like because all of those are your traditional shonen
Oh yeah,
types.
of course they are.
I don't think any of them, not a single one, would translate to the screen
I'd
in
argue.
a live action way.
I'd argue there's
decently.
3 things really good on here, or decent. I'd argue Detective Conan
Detective Conan actually
Wouldn't be bad.
could
It
work.
could work.
Yeah.
That one could work.
because it's not very
No.
over the top.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a detective.
Yeah.
It's a
It-
kid
it
that's a
could work.
detective.
It's a little over the top sometimes.
Oh, of course. Slam Dunk. I feel
Slam
like
Dunk could work.
really easy.
I mean, a sports one could work.
Yeah.
It's just a sports movie at that point.
I think the third one I think is probably the best out of all of them.
JoJo.
Is none. No, I want JoJo. That's fucking way over the top.
Dude, I haven't
I
seen
don't want
it.
that fucking live action at all.
I mean, it could be a decent Taika Waititi.
I think it would be good first season. Once you get into like the
Oh, yeah.
stands, like
Yeah.
3 or 4, fuck no. But I think season 1 can be done, and that'd be it.
Dude, I
I
haven't
still
seen
wouldn't watch it.
the Nothing anime.
nothing.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
It's pretty good.
How is it that popular?
It's a sometimes they rename
just-
it as blank because it's a blank screen.
I just think it's so funny that most of it's none, and then
That's
everything else is
500
like,
votes.
and then everything else is just traditional shonen
You
stuff,
have this degenerate.
which would actually be horrible live action.
But I think it's
People
funny.
have shit taste. Dude, they already made the My Hero Academia live action. It's called
Well,
Sky High.
Sky High.
Oh.
I got you.
Thanks.
I know where you're going.
But, I saw that and I was like,
wrong.
Oh boy, it's so true though.
from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Venture Bros, Metalocalypse,
Or
making
getting
movies.
yeah, I saw that. Hell yeah.
The other one I won't talk about. It's another long conversation. So
No.
I can
But
say that for another week.
But the thing is, I don't know if I can think of a lot of anime that I would like live actions from.
None.
No.
The only one I want is Megalobox.
Megalobox.
I think it would be fine.
Something like
any sports anime is pretty decent. I would love a fucking Kabaddi one.
Some would argue that it already exists if you dig
deep enough.
If you type in Kabaddi right now, you'll probably find a video that you should watch.
I feel like if you pull from like
tell me which video it is.
Okay.
I feel like if you pull from like the golden age of like sci-fi anime, there's stuff in there.
No. I don't want to touch that with a fucking 10-foot pole either. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the CG that would have to be fucking shot for the like half of it. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. It would have to be
some like Psychopaths.
Psychopaths could be done because it's normal characters and not too much.
I feel like
I don't know if that's shonen.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Sci-fi.
Gotcha.
Because I feel like it can be done. So I'm just thinking of adaptations in my head right now, going through. You know which one I did actually like no memes enjoy? The Korean adaptation of Jinro.
Oh, yeah, I did love that one.
That was really good. And like I said, that's pulling from that same
kind of
sci-fi era.
Kind of. I'd say the visuals are way different. Like night and day.
But I mean, nah, not necessarily. Yeah. I'm thinking of like the Technolize, the Ergo Proxy. Yeah. I mean that style.
I think it's Psychopaths is way too futuristic. Everything is futuristic. There's no like those movies are very present. Like the technology that is in the future is kind of basic robotics. Where Psychopaths, you have a shit ton of robots that are fucking flying around.
That's true. It's true as well.
And they got the weird cars.
Yeah.
It's very. It'd be.
But I mean, it's not impossible, right? No. I mean, I'd
argue this would probably be one of the easier genres.
Exactly.
Grab.
I mean, this is the same world where you do have stuff like Blade Runner, or crazy shit like The Fifth Element or stuff like that. I mean, it's probable, and I feel like if there was a genre of anime where that could be possible, that would be it.
Yeah.
Because like I wouldn't go.
I'd put it like fourth.
Like the fantasy, I wouldn't touch that because JRPG fantasy, I don't feel translates to the screen the same way that Western fantasy does.
I'd argue there's three. I'd even say that can translate: slice of life, sports, and romance.
One would argue they're all the same.
Pretty much.
They all kind of intertwine.
They all grab from the same thing because those are just all basic stories with nothing over the top.
Yeah.
And, nothing that has to be, like, CGI'd for, because it has to look cool.
No, that's fine. But I do feel like some of the other, like, more tempered stuff is possible to
of course.
Sneak through.
Anything's technically possible.
Yeah.
Look what they did for fucking, what was that shitty one? The most recent one.
Anime one? Ghost in the Shell?
Oh, Ghost in the Shell was pretty... No, Ghost in the Shell was okay. No,
see, there's another one from that.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay.
I would argue that was like a 4. So, if you're saying that was going to be good...
But that's pretty good as a 4?
But its problems is not in its visuals. Its problem in its adaptation. In its writing.
I don't know. The visuals are okay.
They're okay.
Yeah.
But that doesn't carry a movie.
No, it doesn't.
That's why I'm saying, just in general.
But then again, it's a problem of writing. It's like you could have written, there could have been a better written Mortal Kombat, right? But it wasn't.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd say that any movie that's rated under a 10 can be anything would be better for it.
Well, I know, but it is like I said, it is possible. I mean, it's a lot more possible visually.
Yeah.
In some instances than others.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then obviously it has
I'm
to fall back
fucking,
on.
Like half of those.
Yeah, it has to fall back on writing. So.
I don't know. Like I said, I just wouldn't. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah. So
if they make it, damn it.
What about horror?
Death.
Death Note?
Death Note. Thank you.
no.
See?
I don't know the Japanese ones. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But it's better than the American one.
I'd argue that's probably the easiest one you could have done out of almost everything we've talked about.
It's true.
It's literally in our timeline. It's a book about killing people.
Yeah.
And the only thing awkward is fucking
Ryu. Yeah.
And then you fuck up Ryu, you fucked up the whole thing. And that's what happened in the latest thing.
But Willem Dafoe was the best part of that movie.
It was.
Yeah. But the looks did not help.
But Willem Dafoe was the best part of that movie.
Sure. I mean, they try to do a Tokyo Ghoul live action.
I don't feel like that one's too hard either.
You got the weird power shit.
I haven't seen it though, but I heard it's one of the better ones.
Rurouni Kenshin. was really good.
But that was easier because
It's samurai.
Samurai,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, see, there's those the whole
Samurai.
because then you get stuff like Kingdom and stuff like that. It's all on that.
But as I said, you can do anything if you really. But the problem is budget. How much? I'm gonna argue everything you're saying that you want to see is budget. That's way too expensive for what they're gonna give you.
It's true. It's true.
Because
it depends how popular it is. I mean.
Death Note is really popular. I guess they only put $10 in that budget.
Well, that one maybe. I mean, compared to like the budget they're giving the Cowboy Bebop series, but
I don't like the cast.
It's whatever.
It's probably gonna be ass.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna be great.
Well, I think it's. I don't know. I don't think the visuals are gonna be great in that either. How they're gonna do it.
But what you were asking is called Panga. It's a 2020 Indian Hindi movie about Kadabi the sport.
Yep.
Yep.
I knew we would find it.
I'm gonna watch
It
it.
would be a Bollywood movie.
Okay.
I might watch it tomorrow.
You watch it. You tell me if it's good. I'm not gonna touch that with the 10-foot pole. But, but
or it could. I mean, the only other reason the way I can see them doing anything like that is just leaning into the ridiculousness. You get stuff like fucking like like Hindu movie like Hindu like Bahubali and stuff like the Bollywood
way over the top
where you just lean into the.
I was thinking you're gonna say like Gintama.
I've heard Gintama's decent. Like for people who know the series, I've heard the live.
Well, it's a comedy.
Yeah, the adaptation.
I feel like any type of like over the top comedy like that can be done. Obviously, it's not gonna look great, but it's gonna be that you're banking off all writing. And all of the over the top.
Oh, of course, of course.
But I feel, I said, if you're going that way, anything can technically be adapted. Yeah. It won't be great. But.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you can. I mean, you go like the Pacific
with any book,
like the Pacific Rim route, right? Where it's the same thing. It's basically an anime that's live actioned.
Yeah.
And you just lean into it.
Yeah.
As long as you lean into it, I mean, it's okay.
And then you ruin it by making a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
Fucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the director?
I don't know.
Hate on it. We hate
he
him.
doesn't know.
We hate
what
him.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
It wasn't Guillermo, so why would he know?
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
I just remember the guy from Star Wars was in it.
Wow.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that movie.
How do actors feel when they're like in a shitty movie?
They feel great.
Because they don't know they're in a shitty movie, right?
It's hard to tell. You never know what something looks like.
Yeah, because they do
post-production
scenes out of order.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Like,
well, they get the script, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like, and even if they do the scenes in order, they know the structure of what the script is. But then again, in post production, everything can just go right out the window. I mean, a lot of movies are made in the edit.
Do you think actors watch their movies after they're made?
I think it depends on the actor.
I think most of them do, at least once.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't want to, but I'd probably do it.
I know there's some that have like on record said they don't. Like Johnny Depp said he never watches his movies and stuff like that.
Damn.
Yeah, so
I respect.
There's some actors that they can't stand to see themselves. So I mean, it's whatever's.
Makes sense.
I feel that.
Yeah.
It'd be like, imagine thinking about like, we don't even know if we're in a shitty podcast. Like, it's so shitty that we'll probably like end it like right now.
Yeah, cool.
I can't watch it. I can only hear it. I'm like, I was already there. I don't have to watch it.
See, I can watch it. I don't want to hear it. But when I edit it, I'm like, God damn it, I gotta listen to my voice.
I gotta listen to this. It's so grating.
The good thing is I only have to listen to like the first 20 seconds and the last like 5 seconds because
like right
I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you.
Sometimes I have it in my headphones.
Shut the fuck up. We're ending this.
We're done.
It's been 3 hours.
And I only hear Eddie.
No, when I edit Eddie, it's like, hi! You're like, oh god.
Thank you everybody for joining us.
Talk louder, motherfucker.
No, I refuse.
I want
thank
to see
you.
that bar red.
Woohoo! Thank you everybody for joining us on this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, please.
Instagrams. Etsy. We have stickers like this one.
That one
on there. You probably couldn't see it.
I had other ones, but I accidentally ruined them.
Oof.
Shame.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have my good water bottle that has my other ones.
See you next week.
See ya. Bye.